Hi, hello everybody. This is Beth at Blissful Transformation. How is everybody doing? What a few days I've had in Italy with the weather. Very stormy. Thunder and lightning, electricity going on and off. But I have to say I'm very happy to report that we haven't had any floods, because I know that in certain parts of Europe they have had flooding, and we send a little prayer and a little message to everybody that's going through some hardships right now. Over in Africa, the same. In Germany, I know they've had lots of floods. Africa have been going through many difficulties. And then parts of the States have been going through a terrible heat wave. England are going through a terrible heat wave at the moment. So I feel quite blessed where I am. So what's going on with the energies this week? I don't know about you, this past week has felt for me a little bit more relaxed. And I felt better. I mean, I did have an eye allergies just because the weather's been so dry, humid, lot of pollen. So I've had a lot of allergies this week. However, my eyes are now better. We've had the rain, which has calmed everything down, dampened the ground, but it's what we needed, right? The crops and the fruit trees here needed the rain. But yeah, so I've kind of, do you know what? It was almost like it was a sign from the universe, because I was feeling a little bit tired and I had this eye infection. Well, I wouldn't say eye infection because I didn't have to go to the doctors, but it just eye allergies. And so it was kind of a message to slow down, so which was good, and I needed that. So I wasn't teaching as much online. I sort of put my availability, I decreased my availability, and so I had more time to rest. And so I feel much better now after that week of rest and rejuvenation. And I think that that's what, it was that Cancerian new moon energy that we had that was all about relaxing, go with the flow. And I think I used the expression last time, it was something about slow and steady wins the race. That was it. And so that's how I felt that week went, slow and steady, less frantic energy, more sort of relaxed. But actually now, let's just talk, before we do the tarot, let's just talk about the spiritual energy, the planets, what's happening. We've got Chiron. Chiron is one of those planets. They call it the wounded healer. So Chiron went retrograde. Can't get my words out. Went retrograde on the 15th of July. So it's in retrograde now until the 19th of December. So now we're encouraged to the next 6 months. We're encouraged to look over our past wounds that we need to deal with. But what we need to do is we need to take the strengths, leave the weaknesses, right? So we need to use the past wounds, have a look at them, take the lessons, take the strengths, what have we learned to move us forward. So that's the energy of this Chiron in retrograde for the next 6 months. And then, excuse me, on July 22nd, we've got the sun moving into Leo. So it'll be Leo season. We'll be out of this watery, emotional, Cancerian energy, and we'll be into the Leo season. So Leos are all about, goodness me, have we not waited for this season, right? They're all about being creative, new, exciting opportunities, getting out into the world. Along with that, we've got a full moon in Aquarius on July 23rd. So we've got the sun moving into Leo July 22nd. And then on July 23rd, we've got this full moon in Aquarius. And this is going to be all about transformation and creativity. So what a wonderful time to go in with Leo season, to have that creativity and opportunities with Leo, and then to have this transformational and creative energy with Aquarius as well. But this is also a time, and Leo's a very fixed sign, so we're going to have this little duality because we're being asked to step out of our comfort zone. And Leos don't really like that because they're a fixed sign. They like their stability and they like to just continue the way things are. Don't rock the boat, right? But we are going to be asked to step out of our comfort zone and embrace something new. Let's see what it's interesting. It's interesting energies. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. But yeah, so we've got the wounded healer, we've got the sun going into Leo, and we've got this full moon in Aquarius, all sort of happening over, started this week, moving into next week. So yeah, lots of exciting things. Now I'm going to be using some different cards today. I'm still going with the Keepers of the Light. Excuse me. Oh dear. Yes, it's still very still getting through some of these allergies. Okay, so the Keepers of the Light by Carl Gray. I've also using the Akashic Tarot by Sharon Ann Klingler and Sandra Ann Taylor. I've got the Fairy cards, Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. And I'm also pulling out my Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards today as well by Izzy Ivy. Very detailed cards they are. So I may have to pull out the guidance book if I need to with some of those, because the meanings are very deep. Yeah, very deep with those Lemurian cards. Okay, so we're going to start, because we're still in Cancer season, so we're going to still start with my Cancerians, okay? So let's see what the energy is for Cancerians for the week of the 19th, which is tomorrow. So what do we, that one's just flown out. Okay, so we have the energy of Freya, phases and cycles. Okay, phases and cycles. So that's kind of pertinent, Cancerians, because we're just going to be coming out of your phase, your cycle this week, and we're going to be going into Leo season. It says there is a beginning within every ending, and illusions are revealed and released. Okay. So what I'm feeling with this Cancer, I mean, I have a lot of Cancerian friends. Leos and Cancers tend to get along pretty well. But because we're moving into this this fixed energy, which is the Leo energy, and we've also got this transformation and creativity and stepping out of the comfort zone. So there is a beginning with every ending. So what I'm feeling, Cancerian, is that you're going to maybe feel a little resistance to this stepping out of your comfort zone, because you do like to stay in your little zone of comfort, right? I mean, as many of us do. It is a human, can have pros and cons, right? But, you know, to step out of your comfort zone means you experience new things. And Cancerians really like their home comforts, and they don't particularly enjoy a lot of change to that. So let me just pull one from the fairy deck for you, and let's just see. Let's get some more clarification on the phrases and cycles for you, my little Cancerians. Okay, there it is. We've got the Princess of Autumn. Studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Nothing a little push to get going. Okay? So have you been studying? Have you been studious? I'm just looking now because I've just been told to look on the bottom of the deck. And the bottom of the deck, we've got the 3 of Spring. That's a beautiful colour. That's violet. That's the colour of the third eye. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Okay, so I think with these two, and then the new phases. So you're entering a new phase. Needing a little push to get going, and have patience. There's more to come. So push yourself a little bit, but have that little bit of patience. I know that's kind of like a double meaning there, but it's basically you're just going through this phase and this cycle from your out of Cancer season and into Leo season, which is a bit bolder and a bit brasher than you're used to. But have patience, and I'm just thinking of the words here that are coming here. Beginning with every ending, illusions are revealed and released. Yeah, release the old. So remember, this is about stepping out of the comfort zone, and Chiron, the wounded healer. That's what this is reminding me of. Okay, so whatever you've got to release from the past, release it. Work on it. Find the strengths. Find what lessons were learned there, Cancer, and just keep going. I feel like there's somebody going to give you a little push here. It says nothing, needing a little push to get going. I feel that's somebody else coming along to give you some happy news and to give you a push. Look at the fairy in this. Almost like, you know, almost like off balance, being pushed in one direction, right? And I feel that that's the energy. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be nudged by another person. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe it's a family member, friend. But somebody's going to give you that push that you need, Cancer, right? To get going. All right. Okay. So I hope those messages helped, Cancer. Now we're on to Leo. So Leo season starting this week. Leo season starting this week. July going into August. So we're all going to get a little bit braver, have a little bit more courage. We're gonna get out there. That flew out. We're going to get out there and we're going to express ourselves. And what better card to fly out than Cernunnos. Or Cernunnos, I think it is. Life force. Look at that. Life force. Yeah. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Ooh. So that's a lot to do with your Kundalini. So sometimes when you don't express yourself enough, Leos, it's not good for your soul. It's not good for your inner being. When you squash those desires, they're better off being released. And I don't mean going out and having sex with lots of people. That's not what I mean, right? That's not what it means when it says sensual and sexual. But it means, you know, that feminine energy that you've got, or masculine energy that you've got. I'm feeling it's more feminine, even if you are a male watching this. I feel that it's more sort of the divine feminine, feeling that driving, you know, passion to move forward, and to get the drive, get the creativity that you've been working on. I feel. And yet you've still to kind of see light at the end of the tunnel. And I find that, and I feel that this is the time for you with this life force and going into your season, that we're going to have, yeah, that's funny because that card just flipped over and I felt I didn't want it. And I feel that that's a little bit of your energy, Leo, at the moment, because you're going to have to come out of your comfort zone, right? Step out of your comfort zone. And Leos, although they're very brave and courageous and at the forefront of everybody, most of the time, like they're They're the leaders, they're the extroverts. You know, a lot of time Leos don't really like to be, everybody thinks of them as this grandiose centre of attention, but they get a bad reputation, right? Oh, there's 2 cards come out there. Leo, there's more wanting to come out, but I'm not taking any more, thank you. Are these 2 I should have? Yes, thank you, Spirit. Okay. You've got 12, awakening. Wow, look at that. Wow, that's the Fool, like the Fool card. Is it the Fool card? No, sorry, it's like the Hanging Man. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this and the light shining on it. It's like the Hanged Man, so it's awakening. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Basically, that means get out your comfort zone, right? Embrace your uniqueness and a temporary pause in the action. Okay, but what does it come with? It comes with the Prince of Spring. Charming, self-confident, passionate, restless. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage in a passionate relationship. Right, princes. Sometimes princes look before they leap, right? So they sort of go in and they, you know, we've got this here. We've got this life force and this desire to do something. We've got this awakening, right? And we've got Chiron in retrograde, which is saying, look at the past. Figure out what happened, what the lessons learned are. You've got the Leo season, and you've got the full moon in Aquarius, which is all this transformational creative energy, right? So it's kind of awakening a new, you know, this is Leo. It's going to be Leo season, your season. So it's all exciting and sensual and sexual and everything's opening up, right? But you just take a look at the way the way that you have been doing things maybe, and take a look at something new that you could be doing and your uniqueness. Something that you haven't explored before, stepping out of your comfort zone, right? But the Prince is here just to say, look before you leap. So the Hanged Man, which is depicted here, is just going, just take your time, right? You don't need to rush in like the Prince, right? You don't need to gallop in there. Just take a moment to think about it. Think about how you're going to change, what you're going to do, what you're going to put out to the world. What changes are you making? Have a little think about it first before you gallop off into the future and tell everybody your ideas. Just think about it first. Put some thought into it. All right. Lovely energy there for you, Leo. Okay, now we're going on to the energy of Virgo. Little Virgolinis. Virgo the Virgin. Virgin on the ridiculous. Okay, so Virgos are August now going into September. So what does all this new energy mean for my Virgos, please? What energies do we have for Virgos? Feeling a little resistance here. Feeling some resistance with the cards. Do I want that one? Okay, I'll take that one. Thank you. Melchizedek, higher learning. So Melchizedek says, you have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Okay, Virgos, what else do we need to know? Higher learning. Let's go to the Akashic for these. Let's go to the Akashic. And let's see what the Akashic Tarot have to say. So Melchizedek is higher learning. Learn from experience. So that's the Chiron retrograde. That's looking back at your past experiences. But more inner study is required. So what else do you need to look at? What other lessons does Virgo need to learn, please? Those 2 just fell out the pack. Well, that's lovely. We've got Archangel Michael. Number 9, Archangel Michael. And we've also got the 2 of Keys, which is the Treasure. Okay. So the Treasure is all about looking at all the broken things in your life, but not concentrating on the chest, on the light behind you, which is the positives, right? So you're looking at all the negatives in your life. So Archangel Michael's just here to tell you, right, just to shine a little light and just to say, I'm here for you. I'm to give you the strength for the, you know, stop looking, start being positive and stop being negative. You've got to do that inner work, and you've got to start being in an attitude of gratitude. Instead of looking at all the negative things in your life, start looking at the positive things, Virgo, okay? Things are always better than they seem, right? Things are always better than they seem. You know, if you look around all the time and, you know, just every morning, just be in an attitude of gratitude. Just say, you know, maybe some things aren't working out in your life, Virgo, but, you know, it's always important to look around and see what is working for you. You know, look at the light, look at the box, look at all the food in your fridge, look at the view that you have from your window. I don't know. I have a beautiful view from my window. Look at what you have. Look at the... Thank you for my sofa that keeps me comfortable in the evening. Thank you for my bed where I can sleep. Thank you for my neighbours. Thank you for my cats, my dogs, my animals, my children, my husband, my wife, right? Thank you for the things in my life that bring me joy, okay? And when the universe hears that, that's what Archangel Michael's here for. When the universe hears that, they'll give you more of that, okay? So work on think about the past, take the lessons, stop living in the past. That's another message, thank you. Stop living in the past, take the strengths and move forward. An attitude of gratitude is always good. That will always keep you positive. All right, Virgo, thank you so much. I hope that those messages helped. I don't want that one just yet, do I? No. I want to go on to Libra now, please. A card for my Librarians, my libraries, my librarians. Yes, you're not librarians. It's just a figure of speech. The Libra, the scale, the balance. September, October. No, we don't want that one. Thank you. Okay. Okay, what do we have then for... Okay, we want that one, do we? All right, White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay, so I guess that this Chiron going into retrograde is quite important for you, Librans. This is about healing ancestry wounds as well as your own. So you'll have to dig a little deeper into this. So this could mean, you know, ancestry patterns can be in the form of addictions. And it could be alcohol or cigarettes or drugs, but it could also be patterns of behavior. So what do you need to break? What do you think that you did that was the same as your mother, the same as her mother, the same as your father, the same as his father? There's something that you need to break here. Do you know what? I'm feeling like I should have a Lemurian card for this one. Because Lemurians are all about ancestry. Very big cards these are. No, they want me to split the cards. Okay. Right. Okay, thank you. All right, and then shuffle. Okay, lovely. All right then. So White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit, Indian Spirit. So what else do my Libras need to know, please, for this week of the 19th of July? Lemurians, what message do you have for my Librans? Please, do you want to give me a message, this one? Okay, thank you. Okay, Earth, nurture nature. Well, there you go. Nurture nature. So that's a combination if ever I've seen one, right? The Indians were all into nature, often building their homes by water, that help them nourish the land, grow crops and things, right? But this is lovely. I mean, this this thing here reminds me of a rainbow, reminds me of a family, happy families. So this is something to do with family history that you've got to, that Chiron is asking you to do here to fix the past. So have a look at things that you've done in the past, things that a pattern that you've repeated, something that's very similar to maybe someone else in your family does. And find out if it still works for you. If it don't work, if it's not working, then fix it, right? Try and find a way around it, okay? Now, I could just read some of this Earth. So let's just see. Oh, look, I just opened to that page automatically. These must be your cards, Libra. Looking after the planet, the ebb and flow of life, the loving embrace of Mother Nature, the natural beauty of death and decay, the microcosm, time in nature, ancestors, growth through weathering storms, nurturing self and heart so you may flourish. Okay, so that's exactly what it is. It's also about grounding here, right? Now, I know Librans are quite grounded. The most grounded sign I think I know are Librans. They are very reliable and very grounded. Usually solid foundation. So, but something is not working in your life, Libra. And I want you to have a good look at those ancestry patterns and see what it is that you need to heal. Because I feel that it's something in your immediate family, but it might go back generations, but I think that it's still happening. I think it will be easy to see. These cards are telling me it will be easy to see what it is that you need to heal something about in your family right now, okay? But whatever you do will have a lasting effect, right? The other generations, however you heal yourself, always has a knock-on effect, backwards and forwards, right? So, great message there, Libra. Excellent, lovely. Okay, so now we're going on to Scorpio. No sooner had I said that, actually, I'm going to take the first card that flipped. And then there was another card with, I'm not sure, with, do I want it? Possibly. Okay. Commander Ashtar, call to action, take charge, lead by example and walk your talk. Okay, so this is a very strong galactic being. And it's asking you to take action this week. Okay, so I'm going to read this one. They've told me to read this one. This is Mary Magdalene. This is the Teacher Awakens. Okay, so you have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Okay, well, that makes sense why these two came together. So this is a call to action. So some of you may be teachers, spiritual teachers or other types of teachers. Maybe even parents and you're teaching your children, yes? Or guardians. Or you're teaching your brothers or sisters. But this is definitely about you and what you know and what you can share at this time, okay? Yeah, I feel like I need to just pull one more card. One more card, and I'm going to go to the Akashic Tarot. So we've got call to action, take charge, lead by example. We've got the Teacher Awakens, you have something important to share. So let's just take one more card from the Akashic Tarot and just see, because this is from the Ascended Masters. This is quite a deep message. Okay, so... okay, that one slid out in a very finite way. It didn't flip out, it just slid out, right? The Divine Physician, look at that. Perfect, right? So this is about the green, the heart chakra. So this is about teaching from your heart. So with Mary Magdalene and Commander Ashtar, gosh almighty, you have some incredible forces here, right? And the Divine Physician, right? Master, Mary Magdalene, the Divine Physician and Commander Ashtar. Amazing, very strong forces with you. The force is strong with you this week, my young ones. So, yes, Scorpio, so whatever it is that you need, you have a message to tell the world. It's very heart-centered, and you have all of these amazing spirits behind you, yes? A divine physician is almost like Jesus. Then you've got Mary Magdalene and Commander Ashtar. You've got kind of all the higher power with you at the moment to spread that message, right? Whatever that message is that you need to, whatever knowledge that you have, the world needs to hear it. Your brothers and sisters need to hear it. Your children need to hear it, right? Your students need to hear it. Your community needs to hear it, okay? So you have important messages to say this week, Scorpio. That's lovely messages. Wow, we're getting some really, really strong messages this week, okay? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me as we're going into Leo season. Leos are quite forceful, aren't they? And you've got the sun, and the sun is a very, very strong planet. It awakens people, brings out the creativeness and the expressive side of people, right? So let's have a look. We're going into Sagittarius now. So Sagittarius, September, October, November, December, Sagittarius, okay? So November, December. So this will be the end in December, November, December, the end of Chiron in retrograde. For some reason, that's important for you, Sagittarius. I'm hearing you've basically got 6 months. Yeah, don't leave it all to the last minute, I'm hearing, Sagittarius, right? To sort out those wounds from the past. Don't leave it all to the last minute, right? Start looking now and start working on it now while you've got the planet of Chiron on your side, and to help you to look at those past wounds, okay? Well, the card really doesn't want to come out. Do we want to use these cards? Are you going to give me a card? Thank you. Okay, whoa. Right then, we've got 3 cards come out. We've got Dwal Kol, Dharma unfolding. Remember, you're on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So basically, you're on that path. Start working on those wounds from the past, Sagittarius, yeah? Dharma unfolding. Don't wait till the last minute. Let it unfold. You don't want everything just piled up at the last minute and you go, oh my God, I've got to sort everything out. And it's, right? Let it all unfold. Start now. Okay? You've got Master Jesus, forgiveness. You're on the right path of light, love and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Okay? So maybe that's the wound is with male figures in your life. And then Bridget is inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Move back to wholeness. So you're not whole right now because you're working on past wounds. Possibly father figure or male. Yeah, somebody in your family, somebody male in your family or in your family's history. Something that you've got to work on, and you've got to let it unfold, Sagittarius, okay? Don't leave it all to the last minute. Work with the planet's energy right now. Work with the fact that it's in retrograde. It wants to help you to heal the past, okay? So let it do its job. Start doing some inner work, right? Start working. You've got Master Jesus here, forgiveness. Start working on whoever you need to forgive, including yourself, okay, for these past traumas. Bridget is here to give you the inner strength. You've got that divine feminine strength here. Male, or if you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We could all do with a little bit of the divine feminine inner strength sometimes, right? Power to the women. I'm just joking. It's just really nice to have that, you know, the balance of the masculine and the feminine energy, but sometimes we need a little more of one than the other. And I feel because this is male healing male bonding wounds, that maybe the feminine energy will help you right now just to soften everything a little bit for you. Okay, great. Wow, fantastic. Okay, let's give those a good shuffle. Let's clear the energy for that. That felt quite deep. Okay, Sagittarius. Thank you. That felt quite deep, those wounds. Okay. So work on them slowly. Yeah, let it unfold. All right, okay, so now my little Capricorns. Capricorns, December and January. What do Spirit need to tell Capricorns for this week of the 19th of July? 19th of July. 19th of July, please. Okay, okay, we've got the same one. We've got White Eagle. That flew out. In fact, no, it slid out slowly. So you've got the White Eagle, okay? White Eagle is ancestor spirit. We had this for one of the other signs. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So again, wow, this is quite deep, Capricorn. So this is healing something in your family lineage. So this is where Chiron again can help you with the wounded healer, healing those deep wounds that are from ancestors, right? It was Libra that got this, and I felt that it was from this generation. But with you, Capricorn, I feel that this is about you. This is about you. Okay, let me pull another card. Let me go to the fairy deck. Fairy deck or Akashic? Fairy deck and then Akashic possibly. Okay. Right, so we're going to go and look at, so we'd like some more information, please, fairies, on what this ancestor spirit is that Capricorns need to heal at this point. Okay, I'm going to ignore that one that fell. And I'm going to, but I think it has a message, but I think there's something else that's more important. This one, okay. All right, so let's have a look at this one that fell. We'll put that one on the side. The one that is here is King of Spring, innovative, inspiring, wise and theatrical. Financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. Okay, but kings can be a little bit bombastic sometimes. This is why I said I feel that it's you. Connect to your lineage. Okay, so maybe looking, you know, what does the past have to teach you? There's something in your ancestry line that you're breaking here, is what I'm feeling. That you need to get back to. That's what I'm being told. Something that you know, they did that you're not doing. And you need to. Right? And you need to heal it for you to continue. Well, it's quite a strange message. That's quite the opposite to what Libra had. Okay, and you've also got the 6 of Autumn. The good you do comes back to you. And this is about an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely. I don't necessarily think this is money though. Although it says money, I'm feeling it's more just abundance in general. The good you do comes back to you. You're faltering somewhere on the generosity that you normally have, Capricorn. I know that you work really hard. but you're normally very generous with other people, giving your time, very good with so what I'm feeling here with these cards is that this ancestry spirit are telling you that you're missing something. What are they missing? What are you missing, Capricorn? The generosity. Feels like you're just a bit mopey at the moment. That's what it feels like. You're a bit mopey. It's the words that are coming to me. And you need to get back out and you need to sort out whatever, dig deep and figure out what is going on with you. Because it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Do something about it now, okay? Whatever got you into this lull, I feel the ancestors are trying to push you and help you. That's the message I get with this card. Connect. Listen. Don't be so bombastic. Things can be very bombastic, okay? And both of these cards talk about money. And I said it wasn't about money, it's about abundance. But there is something to do with money here. Something maybe you're not being as generous as you could be. You've got, maybe this is something to do with like a court battle or something, or something going on with family and money. Just let it go. Let it go is what I'm hearing, Capricorn, right? Just let it go. Because I know that you like to work for what you've got and you like to keep it safe. But right now is not the time, okay? Your ancestors are saying right now is not the time. Let it go, right? See that once you let it go, more will come back to you, okay? But if you keep in this mopey situation, this mopey mentality that I'm feeling, you know, it's just sucking the life right out of you. And your ancestors are here to help you. All right? So dig deep, breathe deeply, let it go. Okay, I hope that made sense. Capricorns, okay? Okay, so let's have a look at my Aquarians. Aquarians, January, February. Okay, they want me to split the cards. Well, it's a strange split, but never mind. There you go. And you want me to do that. Okay. No problem. I can do that as well. Funny, they always give me little messages. Yes, a little nod. Do that, please. Yes, would like you to do that, please. Okay. It's like I'm talking to myself, but I'm answering them. It's funny actually, because one of my my guides, my spirit guides, is my nan, who was my nan in this life. But we've lived many lives before, and her name in this life was Joyce. In fact, she took her middle name because she didn't like, was Edna Joyce, but she didn't like the name Edna, so she chose Joyce. And it's funny, I'm just going to tell you this, even though it might sound weird to you. But when we talk, I always say I've got my nan here, and my other spirit guide is a Philia, her name is, and she is an Egyptian soul. She has incarnated here before in one life. And then I also work with the Ascended Masters, so I work with Raphael, Zadkiel, Metatron, and sometimes Michael comes through. And Gabrielle sometimes, but then there's also the Violet Flame, so that's Saint Germain and Lady Portia. They also come through. So it depends on what I'm doing and who comes through and what help I need at that time, right? But most of the time when I'm doing these cards, I get my guides, Ophelia and my nan, as I normally call her. So last night I'm having a little mini meditation, and she said, you know, you can call me Joyce. And I found that really odd. So she said, just call me Joyce. And I just, even now, it just, you know, she said, it doesn't matter what you call me. But she said, but you can call me Joyce if you want to. You don't have to keep calling me Nana, because, you know, we've lived many lives, right? And that was just the portion in this life. But because she was my elder and I had so much respect for her, that it just seems odd to call her Joyce. But she says, just call her Joyce. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I might not. But I just thought I'd share that little story with you, right? Of who my guides are, because I don't normally talk about that. And I think that that's stepping out of my comfort zone. See? There's the start of stepping out of my comfort zone, right? And talking about the spirits that I commune with. All right, okay, so without further ado, Aquarius, okay. Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, Master Buddha, okay, increased awareness. Wow, that's lovely, Aquarius. Deep connection, trust your inner voice. Okay? Now, I'm looking at this card. It's very much like Lord Ganesh. Do you see how we've got one hand that's kind of away and the other hand's here? So, Lord Ganesh is this one. Okay, Lord Ganesh had his head taken by his father because his father mistook him for an intruder. So we replaced his head with an elephant, right? I know that sounds silly, but that's how legend goes. But you see how this kind of like he's got one hand here and one hand there. So for me, that's a balance. It's a balance, and it's the heart to everybody. But with this card, I just feel a little bit like you just need to keep your distance. A deep connection, and trust your inner voice. So I just feel with that card, Aquarius, that you just need to... I'm going to pull from the Akashic Tarot. I just feel that you need to just go a little bit more within. Not everybody needs to know everything, Aquarius, right? Keep some of your... What's going on with these cards? Okay, you want me to split them? All right, thank you. So they just come in and whisper in my ear, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's better. Perfect. So with this, this kind of spirit, I just feel that you just need to be, not tell everybody what's going on with you, because don't be so open at this point, right? You've got Chiron the Wounded Healer. Time to kind of take some space for you. And I'm sure we've had that message before, Aquarius, about taking some time for you. And rejuvenation, I'm hearing, okay? Rejuvenation. Some deep connection, but that's a deep connection with you, right? And what makes you happy? You want to stay at home all day? Just stay at home all day. You want to sit in the garden? Sit in the garden. You want to watch a movie? Watch a movie, right? And turn off the phone, right? So that, you know, because everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody wants your input, your guidance. Blimey, you know, it seems never ending, right, Aquarius? So it's time to take some time for you. Okay, so let's get serious with these cards, please. Could we have a card, please, for Aquarius? A card for Aquarius. Okay. Thank you. Okay, well, that's very strange because you've got the same card, the Divine Physician, right? That green ray, that's the heart chakra. I feel that you need to give yourself some of that. You need to give yourself some heart healing. And we've got the Three of Scrolls with the rainbow. That's a beautiful card. And it's about setting your course. And it came out with this card, right? So setting your course. So you look where the telescope's pointing, and it's pointing to here, the Divine Physician. So you need to give yourself a little bit of self-healing, okay? Deep connection. Trust your inner voice. So work on yourself, give yourself the healing, right? Set the direction, set your course to you, to the inner you, and do the work. Do some inner work. Give yourself a pat on the back and a little rest and some little rejuvenation and little pampering, right? Whatever that means to you. Okay, lovely. So that was Aquarius, January, February. Now we're going into Pisces, and Pisces is February, March. Sorry, I had to have some water. February and March. All right, Pisceans. I'm sorry, why did I say Aquarius? Pisceans, the card that's just flown out is Hilarion. Right, I like Hilarion. There's a lot of knowledge. Divine healing. Look at this, almost like Raphael. Hilarion. He's honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. I've been talking a while now. Pisces. Sorry, this is not lipstick. This is like a chapstick. My lips have been very dry recently. I think it was all connected with that eye, my eyes being overwatering and everything else. Anyway, so I feel that, you know, that we've been talking a lot about your finding your inner voice to speak to the world. But it says here, honor your sensitivity. So speak to the world from your heart. So green is the heart chakra, right? This is the heart chakra, okay? So this is about speaking to the world from your heart with sensitivity, truth, but sensitivity, right? And I know that you're not like a bull in a china shop, Pisces. I know that. Your light can support others. So I'm feeling choose wisely when you're speaking this week. Choose wisely. I'm going to go with the fairy deck. Let's see what the fairies have to say. So choose wisely. Yes, choose wisely. Choose who you speak to. Choose who you support. Yeah. You'll know who. You'll know it, right? Just follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Follow your guidance. And you'll know. Okay, split the cards. Okay. Okie dokie. Thank you. Okay, you've got the Princess of Winter. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or an adult. Right, okay, well that makes total sense, doesn't it? So basically you have got this, so choose, your light can support others, but honor your sensitivity. So it says here about an indigo child or a person. So choose wisely the people that you speak to, and it might be just one person. It might be this indigo child or adult that you need to speak to. Yes. Speaking the truth with kindness, right? From the heart chakra, okay? And I've also got for you on the bottom of the card, I just wanted to show you, I've got the ego. I don't tend to read from the bottom of the deck very often, only when I'm nudged to. And they're nudging me to do this. So it says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items and getting caught up in fear and worry. So I think the fear and worry, and I think the ego is probably because you don't like to speak your truth. And I think maybe you've been trying, but you've just got to choose your audience, if that makes sense, Pisces. So, you know, it could be that indigo child or adult. It could be just choosing one or two people to speak to at a time instead of talking to a lot of people, because sometimes your voice gets lost in the crowd, right? So this is just telling you, don't get caught up in your own fear and worry. Your voice is important, and this is time for you to speak your truth with kindness. Okay? All right. Words of wisdom there. Let's see. So we have got Aries. Okay, so Aries. Aries are March. No. Yes, March and April. Correct. Aries are March and April. So let's have a look at Aries. What does Aries need to know? Okay, thank you. Sanat Kumara. Ooh, light activation. Look at that, Aries. Whoa. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Okay. I think look at this card, right? It's very, very dark behind him, right? Very dark. And he's illuminating. So it's about illuminating the light, stepping out of the dark and stepping into the light, right? Showing your light. Now, I don't necessarily think this means that you've been in the shadow, or does it? A little bit. A little bit in the shadow, a little bit in your own ego, I feel. Ego trying to control you. Listening too much to your ego. Okay, that's the message. So let's go with the tarot. I feel the masters want to... My guys want to say there's a higher message here, okay, with this light activation. All right, they want me to spread the cards, okay. So let me shuffle first. And then spread the cards and pick a card, okay. All different ways today. Last Sunday it was reading cards in reverse, and I never do that. And yet I read so many cards in reverse because that was the advice from Spirit last Sunday. Okay, so they want me to spread the cards. So I'm going to spread the cards and I'm going to pick one with my left hand. One. I want me to pick another one. Okay, so I've got two cards here for you. Aries, what are they? Let's have a look. Oh, both master numbers. Look at this. The Buddha repairs and birth. Wow. So you've got 13, my lucky number, and number 4. This is very, very positive reinforcement, light activation, energy for you, Aries, right? So this is totally about rebirth. So this is the birth card. Here, where is the birth card? Here, the birth card. Yes, look how light that is. Look how light that is. And look at this. Really stepping out of the shadows here. So really stepping away from the ego. It's time to rebirth. It's time for something new, Aries. Use this positive Leo energy that's coming in. This creativity, this optimism, these opportunities that are coming in to step out of all the shadow work that you've been doing, I feel, right? And step into the light, step into your truth, start to enjoy life. Thank you. Start to enjoy life. And, you know, the Buddha prepares, number 13. This is just about being happy, being yourself, being in your own space, being happy with your people, with your team, with your friends, with your family, right? This is just settling and just going, okay, right? I've done a lot of inner work. I've been working on this, toiling away. Now, ego, time to step aside. I'm going into something new. I'm going into the light, and I'm going to my creative energy and joyful and playful energy of Leo. Take advantage of that, Aries, okay? Wow, lovely. Okay. So now, my lovely Taurians. So let's see. Oh, I almost did them upside down. Okay, Taurians. April, May. April, May. April, May. For my Taurians, please, for this week of the 19th. What do my Taurians need to know? Feeling very fiery today. I'm all in red. Oh, and look, I'm going to, in the next few weeks, for the weekend of my birthday, I'm going to take off the weekend in a few weeks. And I'm going to spend 2 days with my friends, just relaxing and enjoying. Going out for a meal, having some drinks, playing some games. And then I'm hoping that this green here, I'm hoping on the Sunday that I'm going to be able to paint my office here. I need the time. I need to take the time, right? So I've set aside that time. And it's funny, I'll tell you something else. Obviously I live in a mountain, so in the middle of the countryside, and I have spiders here, right? But I've made a pact with the spiders. I'm not a huge lover of spiders, I have to say. But I said, right, you can stay, don't come near me. You can stay in the corners, you can do your thing. You can catch the flies and the insects that come in here, right? That's your job, and you can stay. So they did, right? However, when I've been painting a room, I also give them warning. So I painted the walkway orange, right? And I had to clear everything out. And I said to them, I gave them 24 hours notice. I said, right, Spideys, you've got 24-hour notice, and then you're going to have to clear the space because I'm coming in to paint, and I'm going to be taking down all the cobwebs and preparing, cleaning the walls and all the rest of it, right? So it's a clean space so I can paint. Good as gold, they moved. I went in there on the day of painting and they'd moved to different rooms. And I just cleared their cobwebs, they'd just left, and that was it. And then I said, right, finished now, you can come back, and they came back. It's amazing, isn't it? Just something silly like that, you know, just being able to commune and co-create, right? I wanted to create a beautiful space and paint, but I wanted to give them the opportunity to move and come back. And I just think that's lovely energy, right? And we don't necessarily stop and think about that. You know, we just go in balls in china shops and we just clear up the cobwebs and, you know, bash the spiders. And I just think, you know what? You know, they're here doing a job, you know, especially in the countryside. This is their home. So, you know, it's better to co-create with them, right? So I just thought I'd share that little story in the middle of this. Okay, so Taurus, you have got Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Very fiery energy that is, Taurus. Look at that. Look at that. You're going to love this Leo season, my Taurians. You're going to love it. You're going to embrace that fiery energy. Whoa. Right, I'm going with the fairy deck. And I might pull a Lemurian card for you as well. I might do. Yes or no, we'll see. We'll see what comes out with the fairies. Yeah, you see, I don't often use the Lemurian cards. But I just felt today, I was just, again, given that little nudge. Get the Lemurian cards. And I was like, all right then. So, yes. Oh, the High Priestess. Secret energy. Secrets unknown. Trusting your intuition before taking action. Insights that come through meditation. That's very third eye, but the High Priestess is moon energy. So I'm wondering if that new moon, so that new moon, the full moon, that's in Aquarius, that's on the 23rd, so that's going to be in 5 days' time. It's about transformation and creativity, stepping out of a comfort zone. Taurians, what do you feel? I really feel with this purple energy that I really need to pull a Lemurian card for you. I think that will give us the more confirmation of what we need to hear for you Taurians. Okay, so we're trusting our intuition, we're trusting in heaven, we're surrendering concerns and allowing a miracle to occur. Insights that come through meditation. Well, I know that you've been having quite a serious time, Taurians, and wanting to get out there. I think we talked before about you needing to get out there into the world again. Meeting friends and family, very important to you. And I think you felt very disconnected when we've been in lockdowns and all this COVID stuff for a long time. I think it affected you more than many other signs. So let's see what the Lemurians want to tell Taurians. What message do we have, please, for my Taurians, please? Thank you. We could just get a card. That would be lovely. Okay, good. Right. Full spectrum, high heart chakra and vulnerability we had. We had all three cards come out. Right? Full spectrum. Wow. This is you in all your glory. I feel that this Leo energy is really going to bring you out into the open. You're really going to enjoy this sunny Leo season. Yeah. You've also got the Merkaba here, which is grounded energy. But I think you're very grounded. You've had a lot. You've been grounding yourself for a long time by staying in, right? That's your grounded energy, and I think now it's time to let loose. You've also got the high heart chakra. Okay, that's very purple energy again, like with this high priestess look. This is very third eye. This is very high vibrational. This is very much to do with love, high vibrations, family, friends, loved ones. And then you've also got a bit of vulnerability here as well, which is nice. Yeah. And these are all major arcana. No, the number 6, the high heart chakra, is the major. But I do feel here with these cards, I mean, they're just beautiful cards, right? Look at the colours. I do feel here there's a lot of this fiery energy, yes? And that you're going to have a lot of fun. You're really going to enjoy this Leo season. Chiron, the wounded healer. I don't think that's really going to affect you, Taurus. I think that you've done a lot of soul searching and a lot of grounding in the last 6 months. And I feel now is time to get out there and get out into the world and enjoy your life. Yeah, enjoy your life, Taurus, this week. Yeah, go out there. Live it to the full, live it to the Pepsi Max. That's terrible. I don't endorse a Pepsi Max. It's just an expression. Okay, so let's see. Now, finally, we've got my Geminis. And Geminis are May and June. May and June. So what do Cancerians... What's Cancerians? Geminis. What's up with that? Geminis. Why have I called you Cancerians? I don't know. Maybe I did say that Cancer energy had affected you. I think I said that last week, Gemini. This Cancerian, this emotional, kind of moody energy really didn't suit you, did it? And that's what it is. So we're coming out of that now, Gemini. You'll be pleased to hear. And we're going into that Leo creative season, which is more your cup of tea, I feel, right? So you've got Mahavatar Babaji, soul expression. That's lovely. That's a really lovely card, yeah? Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Ooh, Gemini, wow. That's a nice card. Soul expansion. I'm going to go to the Akashic for this, for you. Consciousness is expanding. Understanding the connection between all things. Huh. That's quite deep, isn't it? So I think that soul expansion is going to come because we're coming out of that bloody Cancer emotional weepy time, and I think that's you know, that's been quite dampened your spirits, right? Dampened your soul a bit. And I think that soul expansion for you, Gemini, is about, you know, is about coming out, consciousness expanding, getting out there, enjoying the sun, enjoying the Leo, creativity. Oh, the scribe. Okay, that's about higher learning. Okay, I feel there's one more coming for you. Let's see. And it's this one. Oh my goodness, it's the same card, it's birth. All right, so you've got the soul expansion, right, which is the time where you're coming out of that Cancer season, that watery Cancer season. You've got the scribe here, right, which is number 12. So the scribe is busy working away. And then you've got birth, which I think Capricorn had. No, Aquarius or Capricorn had. And it was about this, and it's about stepping into the light and enjoying family and friends, okay? So let me have a look, because we've got the scribe here. Okay, I feel that's past energy. I feel that that's what you've been doing, right? Instead of dealing with all those emotional weepy energies, you kind of, it was my advice a little bit to you know, if you couldn't deal with them, was just to throw yourself into a passionate project. And I feel here that that's what you did. So I feel this is more past energy. So you're moving away from this and you're birthing something new. This is a rebirth now. This new sun in Leo season. I feel that you're really going to embrace that, embrace the soul, and you're going to come out of the dark. You're going to come out of this, and you're going to go into the sunny Leo season. Okay, so no more in the dark, Gemini, right? No more hiding away from all those emotions. Hello, whoever's just joined. Oh, hi Tracy, yes. I'm sorry you've missed most of it. I'm just about to finish. I've been going for an hour and 15 minutes. So, thank you so much for joining, and I hope these messages helped. Don't forget, you can find me at Blissful Transformation. I help the LGBT community. That's what I do. That's my speciality. They are my community. One-to-one and group sessions. I'm trying to, at the moment, to collect more people. Gather more people, gather a community in my group. And we are going to be doing a free workshop, which I'm working on. I'm working on as we speak with some outside help. I'm getting some outside help. And I'm trying to put together this workshop for you. So watch out for that, but I'd like you to be in the group. I'll put all the details below. And lots and lots of love to all of you out there. Have an amazing week as we go into Leo season. Bye-bye for now.